So, ladies and gentlemen, good morning one more time, or dobro jutro on my language. My name is Ines, I-N-E-S. Traditional costume from Šestine, a little area of Zagreb where we have a very nice folklore, dancing folklore. And also we will pass through Dolac market, the largest market, open market in Zagreb and square, and we are approaching to Maršala Tita Square, where we have on your left hand side this yellow building is Museum of Arts and Crafts. It was built in 1880, and the most popular building on this square is on your right hand side National Opera and National Theatre and Opera House, built also in the middle of the 19th century. On the statue here now on your right hand side, it's a work of Ivan Meštrović, one of the greatest sculptor in Croatia. Also on your left, this yellow building, it's an art pavilion, and behind this building we have a statue of King Tomislav. He was our first king in 1925, and behind that is our main railway station here in Zagreb. You can see it now if you look on your right hand side. A music pavilion in the middle of the square and two fountains, and this meteorological post that you can see on your right hand side. So at any time you can check the temperature and the air pressure.
A lot of the buildings here need a lot of work.
Well, probably you will ask me about graffitis here in Zagreb, and about facades here.
Communist era.
Well, unfortunately we don't have so much money to clean all our facades. Roughly 1 million inhabitants are living here in the capital city of Zagreb. So that's around 25% of the total inhabitants of Croatia. So we are now on the square. We are now on the square of fascist victim, and it lines. The square lies at the junction of the 6 streets in Zagreb. This square has retained its name in the memory of the more than 16,000 Croatians sent to concentration camps. The purpose of this building changed few times. So first it was a gallery, art gallery, then during the World War II it was converted into a mosque, and today it serves as exhibition place and part of Zagreb. And we are slowly now approaching to the old part of Zagreb. So now we visit the downtown, and we are now going to visit the upper town, the old part of Zagreb.
Old buildings getting fixed up.
Alright, so let's...
Here's a huge cathedral. And there was a monastery over here. This is for the bishops and the archbishops. And this kind of was the capital. There's a statue of some angels with the Virgin Mary up here on top. Late 19th century. Built one here at the beginning of the 13th century. Romanesque. Dedicated to Saint Stephen, and it was destroyed, rebuilt in the 16th century, dedicated to the Virgin Mary. Today it's neo-Gothic. 1880 big earthquake. 77 meters high, 40 meters wide. Quite an ornate floor.
The altars are, so this is a Slavic letter from the 9th century, the Old Slavic and the Old Croatian letter. And the altars were Cyril and Method.
Baroque art altar. It's a probably choir area. This is Renaissance. More of the choir stalls just spread around. This is another altar from the middle of the 18th century. Here's the main altar. There's a popular cardinal who died in 1934. Behind the altar is this nice statue. This is pretty fancy. I guess this is where the bishop sat or sits. There's certainly an old wall, and I suppose this came off of old churches, at least the one on the left for sure. 14th century Baroque church, St. Mary's. The market's open every day here from 7 in the morning till 1. This is where 50,000 people come every day, and about 100,000 on the weekends. All local, homemade. It's a big produce market, and there's flowers and more of the local goods. It's definitely a busy market. Mushrooms over here, some local fresh cheeses. Lots more cheeses and fresh brown eggs.
In Zagreb, they were having their products in a basket on their head, having a scarf and costumes. Hello, Barry.
This is a typical old peasant. Her name is Kumaka Baraka.
Statue. This statue of Viceroy Josip Jelačić. He was a viceroy during the 19th century. In 1848, he was very popular because he also helped to build. He donated lots of money to build a national theater. Cathedral, and he was very good for it.
He's cooking corn on the cob. That looks pretty healthy. We're going to take funicular ride up here. Okay, here comes a funicular. Evidently it moves pretty fast. Oh, one goes down and one goes up.